may say no to the job. They may say no to the opportunity. They may say no to the promotion. But let me tell you what they can never take away from me. And that is my education. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. I'm Pansy Johnson, and on this channel we talk about all things career, entrepreneurship, and personal growth. What is up, y'all? I was like, let me come and check in and drop some encouragement, some motivation. Y'all already know how we do it on this side of YouTube. And so I want to come and just encourage you all. And so today we're going to be talking about having a 9-to-5 is still tea. Having a 9-to-5 is still tea. This week, I was talking to my grandmother the other day, and we was just yapping and talking like we normally do. And we got on the conversation of just having a 9-to-5, like understanding that it is okay to work a 9-to-5. When I was younger, just seeing this whole influencer movement, right? Social media influencer. At first, it was like just being a content creator. At first, that was like the whole ordeal, social media. And so I came up in a time where I remember my grandmother still having the computer in her house, and like how bulky it was at first. Right now it's all sleek and modern. At first it was bulky. Okay, I remember when we had the house phones, right? Like I came up still like right at the end, like right when we were transitioning technology becoming this whole ordeal. I remember Apple getting my first Apple phone. Like I remember all those things. And so I came up with like the last little bit of like before social media was a thing to like what it is right now. So I understand how life was like before social media. And I'm so grateful for that. With the upcoming generation, all it's about is being like an influencer. Everyone wants to be an influencer. Everyone wants to be a content creator. Everyone wants to, I feel like too, like that's a thing now. Like that wasn't a thing in the past, right? Having a job as an influencer wasn't a thing. And it's so great that we have these opportunities now. It's outstanding that we have these opportunities now. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I love that we can now do that. Like that is something that we can strive for in our generation. I'm so grateful for that because that just shows you how far that we've came. College just made it to where you can actually get your major in social media content creation. Like, what? Like, oh my gosh, that just shows you how far we've come. And I love that. I love that. And I love that we are evolving as a society. But at the same time, I truly want you all to know that it is okay to have a 9-to-5. I feel like we're not talking about that enough to the upcoming generation. And if there's anybody younger that is tuning in, that is listening, like know that it's okay. Like it's okay for you to want to be an influencer, and it's okay for you to work a 9-to-5 to get to where you want to be in life. That is what I'm saying. Like, I think somewhere along the lines where that became the ultimate thing, where now we look at having a 9-to-5 as just like, nobody wants to do that. I seen online, somebody was like, who gonna work the jobs like the accountants and the pilots and the mechanics and the plumbers and the electricians? Like, who are gonna work those jobs? Like, I just seen someone that was like talking about it in like a social media post. And, I just want you to know, like, those jobs are still needed. Those jobs are still real. I work in finance, and they're already talking about like a shortage of accountants because people are not getting those degrees anymore. They're not getting those degrees anymore. So they're already estimating in the coming years that there's going to be a shortage in this specific industry. And so it's still needed. And one thing I wanted to come and motivate you all, which is why I came, and what was really sitting on my heart, is that it's okay to do it all. Like I tell my sisters, I be like, do it all. Like you can do it all, but have a realistic plan. Let me tell y'all, these bills, they're going to continue to keep coming every single month. They don't slow down, baby. They don't slow down. And so with being a content creator, it's okay for you to strive to do that. And it's okay for you to work a 9 to 5 while doing that. Use your 9 to 5 to get you to where you want to be in life. Use that as your stability to be able to build, to be able to save money, to be able to make the connections that you need to make that will eventually get you to where you want to be. And I don't know who needs to hear this. I do not know who needs to hear this. But if you come across this video, know that it's okay. It's okay. And if nobody has told you, I want you to know that, baby, it's still tea to work a 9 to 5. Y'all, I work a 9 to 5. I work a 9 to 5. I'm talking to y'all via these vlogs and via social media and YouTube, and we're connecting. We're doing all the things. But your girl clocks in, okay? Your girl clocks in. And I love my job. I love what I do. I love my career. I worked hard to get here. I worked hard to get to where I am today. And another thing I want to add is that don't ever underestimate the power of education. I have a bachelor's degree. I have a master's degree. And one thing that's for certain, one thing for sure, nobody can ever take my education from me. They may say no to the job. They may say no to the opportunity. They may say no to the promotion. But let me tell you what they can never take away from me. And that is my education. And so that's why I come to tell you that a 9 to 5 is still tea. Having a career is still tea. And you can have the career. You can be a vlogger. You can be an influencer. You can go to cosmetology school. You can be entrepreneur. You can run multiple businesses and still work a 9 to 5. As I was thinking about, coming to talk to y'all, I thought about Tisa Risa, like a couple, I think it was like a couple years ago. Y'all know, like the whole series she had on TikTok. And I remember people were like so shocked that she was still working. Like she still was working her corporate job. Even while she was getting the brand deals and all the things, she was still working her job. Still working her job. Why? Because that is something that she had worked hard to get. She understands that even if these brand deals go away tomorrow, I'm good. I'm good. Even if these opportunities, they start to slack up, they ain't coming like that, I'm good. I'm good. And so that is why I come to tell you that. I tell my sisters all the time. I say, do it all. You can do it all. But make sure realistically you have a backup plan. Okay? If you want to go be a chef, if you want to, don't quit stability and then find yourself in a situation where you're struggling. Make sure that you have a plan. If you have a plan, I tell them all the time, y'all, if you have a plan, you can do anything. Even if that's leaving your job and pursuing full-time content creation, you can do that. Just have a plan. That's all. That's the only piece of advice, and the best piece of advice that I can give you is always have a plan. I'm not saying don't bet on yourself. But no, you can do anything you put your mind to, but you gotta have a plan. You gotta have a plan, whether maybe that's working your 9 to 5 and then saving up for 2-3 months or 6 months or a year and then doing it full time. Like, have a plan so that you don't find yourself in a situation that, you're regretting, or that you're now having to start over, or you're now having to look for a job after you've left your good career to pursue this. Nothing's wrong with it. You can always start over, but sometimes just having a plan can help you. I'm not saying the plan is always going to go picture perfect, but it can at least help you get to where you want to be in life. So I just want to come and share that, and also just drop some little nuggets and gems. I don't know. I know some people might be against me, and some people might be for it, but that is what came to my mind, and I want to talk about it. I'm like, yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because your girl I'm a whole career girl. Okay, I'm a career woman. I have worked hard to get to where I am in life. And so I understand how important it is to have a career and also have your education, but also want to do the things, strive to have the goals and do the things that you want to do in life, right? Regardless of what that is. I'm an entrepreneur as well, right? I do content creation as well. And I also have a 9 to 5, okay? So just wanted you girls to know that having a 9 to 5 is key. Okay. Alrighty. As always, I am praying for nothing but peace, love, happiness, joy, abundance, prosperity, and just an abundance of clarity, and that everything that you want to accomplish in this lifetime, you will accomplish. All right, y'all. I will see you in the next video. Peace.